Try now. I have to listen to myself while the game's going on. No, wait. Try that. Okay. So that's working. So let's just see if I can stream this straight up through Elgato. Drop that. Alright, let's look and see. That's the wrong controller, but we're going to play a game of Moo tries to figure out and troubleshoot. And if this works and there's less problems, then we're going to go with this. And what do you know? So far, it's working a whole lot better than it was a moment ago. So I may have to start using XSplit as much. Just straight up Elgato. As much as I hate doing that, I may have to use just plain the Elgato and go that route. So yeah, this actually works. It actually works. Give me just a second and then we'll start playing. Alright, so let's do this and actually turn and see what I'm doing. I had to do one small thing real quick to try to get this to work. So this is actually working out better. I would really rather stream this through XSplit than Elgato, to be honest with you, but if it works right now, it works, and so I'm not going to really complain about that one. I mean, I could complain about that one. It'd be easy to complain about that one, but I'm just going to have to make do with what I've got, you know what I mean? Something just dawned on me. I can't hear the game audio anymore. Or not as well. I don't know how the game audio works, but the dude's banging his head up against the wall. Let me listen to this real quick and see. Okay, so the sound is good. I just had to make sure of a few things. It's like I said, it's been a while. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this straight up through the Elgato, and it actually works through the Elgato. I don't like streaming through the Elgato because I've usually had some issues with it, but at the least bit, it works. Yeah, I mean, that was the kind of the main issue, but I was streaming through XSplit and having to run the game through Elgato and doing it that way because it's actually generally easier to stream it that way. But it didn't work out to my advantage, for obvious reasons, because apparently it was slowing down my computer. Now, I do think it is about time for an upgrade of the computer. I mean, I think that's a given at this point. But, yeah, that was the main issue, it looks like. So, it was too much of the computer's resources were being used at once. And so that was causing all sorts of problems for me. But it works now. Die! Oh, I still hate this because Elgato, like I said, always gave me problems. But I'll take this. Good to see it's all good now. I'm glad to see it's good too. Now, about how long are we away from your stream, Swifty? Out of curiosity. I don't want to cut into what you're doing by any stretch of the imagination. Since I got this to work, I only planned on streaming for about an hour anyway. And so, a couple of hours. Okay, so I'm good. So that's good to know. That's good to know. Like I said, I just, it's fine. No, but the thing is, I don't like streaming around the time that you or Soybomb streaming. To me, that's, I'm not going to say that it's necessarily rude, but I don't like streaming when you guys are streaming, and that's just personal preference. If we cross, it's all good. Well, I appreciate that. So now we're entering into Bendy World. And Bendy World is a treat. And by a treat, I mean I actually don't like this part of the game. This is probably one of my least favorite parts of the game.
Hang in there, boys.
But there's not a whole lot that I can do at the moment. So I'm supposed to search through this area. I think what I need to do starting out should be, yeah. And ding.
Are you having fun? I'm sure Boris doesn't mind waiting
Yeah.
for his rescue party.
I always have fun when I play this game. So now in order for me to play this, I get to play some of the worst games known to man. Because I never... Look at that. That was me throwing it. And then me trying to throw again. And then me trying to throw again. And all I did is press down the trigger. I don't know if there's anything in particular special I'm supposed to do. But sometimes he just doesn't throw the ball. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's like, seriously, what is up with this part of the game? There we go. That works. That works. And then, yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. All right, so I did that one. That one's good. Did that open anything up for me? So I'm thinking I'm supposed to win all 3 of these to open up a door. So I can move forward. That's literally what I'm going to have to do at this point to open up doors is play these games. So I need to get Bendy to a certain... Okay, don't need to shoot any of those. Ugh. Come on. Did I win? Yay! Alright. It opened up the door for me. So that was actually a whole lot less problematic than I thought.
That's one.
It's not creepy at all. That's not creepy at all. But yeah, the purpose of this, of me playing all of these random games, is to get doors open. And by getting doors open, I can flip switches, and by flipping switches, I am able to get these 4 power stations done. And so that opens this door now to the research and design, which, if I remember correctly, I need to start gathering up cans.
Without some kind of weapon, I don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way around them.
And so we actually have no weapon here, as he pointed out just then. And by knocking that can down, these guys seem to follow after it. And so that gives us a clue as to what we need to do. We need to try to distract these guys so that we can flip 2 switches. Not 1, but 2 switches. Normally what ends up happening to me at this point is I get to this section and I wind up getting killed at the very last switch because I make a break for it. I know the game 13. I have never actually played it. If I remember correctly, didn't David Duchovny do a voice for that video game? I think that's one of the things he did. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to lob this way over there. And we're just going to sneak past these guys. Which we did that with ease. Very similar graphics. This is what yeah, didn't 13 have like a very cel-shaded style to it, if I remember correctly? You okay there, man? No? Okay. So, oh, this. The Bendy animatronics. Yeah, they were making Bendy animatronics to greet the kids at Bendy World. You can listen to it about right here. Quite comic book, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I liked that, that style. Okay. May have made that bit up. I think it may have been French also. It may have been French. I don't know. So, like, this next section, we're going to die. Run. Ow. Oh, I owe you. Huh. They owe me. Alright, flip the switch, and we're going to die. Ha! Can them. Canning them did not work. Oh well, we tried. But I do remember the game 13. I never actually played it. I had the chance to buy it a few weeks back, and I kind of decided at the last minute not to get it. Kind of Bioshock-like also. Yeah, I do kind of, there is kind of a Bioshock feel to it, at least in the atmosphere as far as the gloom and doom that was very present in the first Bioshock. Yeah. That's what I figured you were talking about. And I agree with you there. Like I said, very much the doom and gloom feel that Bioshock had, which that's something I think I would like to do sometime in the future is... Soy Bomb were here, he'd be like, oh, there's the million games coming up, which he's right. I always have like millions of games that I want to play and never can decide what I want to play. But I do think Let's Playing, that would be fun. Hey, look, this guy's dead. I wonder what killed him. Do you suppose it might be something we've seen already? No, it's this guy. Oh, joy of joys. Yeah, so Bertram Piedmont is about to do some exposition here. I'm going to take kind of a step back, because I know what's coming. Keep your eyes on the tilt-a-whirl, Swifty. You're about to see something kind of different.
Talk of dreams. You are the true architect behind so many nightmares. I built this park. It was to be a masterpiece. My masterpiece. And now you think you can just throw me out? Trample me to the dust and forget me? No! This is my park. My glory. You may think I'm wrong, but I'm still here.
Incidentally, there's Bertram Piedmont. He has become the ride. Okay. Yeah, where is it? Where is it? There is a weapon somewhere around here. There it is. Give me. Alright. We hit that, and we quickly run around. We're not going to have time to get that. Oh, he's going to hit us. Ow. Ow. Oh. Oh. Smack. Smack. And we quickly run away. So, yeah, that's, I mean, what, the basic explanation for the goings-on in this game is that innocent people were basically transformed into these grotesque creatures thanks to the ink machine. And some had things like this happen to them. Oh, hey. I should knock you off. Aha! Knocked one of the arms off. Run away! Because he's going to start speeding around. So basically, yeah, this is different gameplay from what we saw a few moments ago. So what's going to slam down? What do I need to try running towards in just a moment? Right here, very good. Okay, that doesn't destroy that, but I need to get away. Yeah, once you knock the bearings off, they can get in your way. So, yeah, this is very different from what we've experienced at least a few moments ago. Whoop. Back. Ow. And I'm running over here because I should have better access to things like the bearings. So I can, do some destruction to Bertram's machine. Yeah, I like this too. It is very different. I almost said this was Five Nights at Freddy's-esque, but I wanted to hold my tongue with that one because I don't want to refer to this in the same vein as Five Nights at Freddy, because it's not. It's very, very much different. But it does give me that atmosphere of kind of like the amusement park gone wrong, or the children's park gone wrong. Alright, so now I need to figure out where he's going to go next. It's defo unique. Yeah. Run. Am I going to have time to hit that? One. Yeah! And with that, we have killed Bertram. Let's get a good look at him, so that you can see the face that's in there. And now Bertram is dead. We have killed Bertram just like that. He is out of here. And the whole reason we ended up coming in here having to fight this guy is so I could flick this switch. Whole purpose. Alright. Definitely unique. I like this game a lot. In all honesty, I didn't know what I was getting when I bought it. When I saw a lot of the concept art and things of that nature, I thought this was going to be something very similar to Cuphead. And that's not a complaint on my end that this isn't like Cuphead. But it's definitely something completely different, you know, like you said, unique from what I thought that it was. And I gotta say, I'm very pleasantly surprised by what I got. I'm not a huge fan of like these first-person horror games because it's like a bunch of jump scares. But this to me is something different. Don't get me wrong, there are the jump scares and things of that nature. In fact, we're about to be introduced to a character we saw in the third episode of this. Yes, Cuphead looks amazing. Oh, he's coming after me. I got too close to him. We come in here, and he has no clue where we are. I didn't realize that I was that close to him. But, I gotta flip a switch or two. I think this is like what was supposed to be the monorail, what we're going to see down here. Now, why this is so deep underground, I don't know. But that does seem to be kind of the route they were taking with this. Was like, this was going to be an amusement park that was underground. And we'll just skip in front of this guy, because I think what I want is over here. Ugh. I may die to this guy in just a moment, because I had forgotten what to do. Okay. Flip the switch. Run. Yep. Spotted. Reminds me of a story, Twilight Zone the movie. Now, which story was that? Oh, okay, he is coming. Because in Twilight Zone the movie, if I remember correctly, that's the one that had the racist that ended up as far as facing various types of racism himself. At the very end of it, he ended up being transported into a train to Auschwitz, if I remember correctly. The second of it had to do with the elderly people. The one with the yes. Okay. That's actually kind of what I was about to ask you if it was that one. Did you know that all right, in the first scene of that movie, the one dealing with the racist, did you know that the scene where the helicopter is flying over that guy and the Vietnamese boy, that he and the Vietnamese boy were killed in that scene moments later? Like something happened, a gust of wind or something hit the helicopter, and the blades ended up coming and hit the actor and the little boy, and they still released that into the movie. Like, they died, Yeah, and I didn't know it either. I've got a good friend that used to work in Hollywood. He used to do makeup and effects. And, yeah, the lights go out. Of course the lights go out and then come back on. He used to do makeup and effects, and, if you don't know, you should probably run. Which is what I'm doing now. Yep, because I knew I'd start getting chased. Yeah, he told me about that. He told me about a lot of things in movies that I had no clue about. Oh, this one's getting smart. He's trying to look to see if we're in here, and... Oh, it's Bendy! Bendy is fighting against the man with the teleprompter on his head. And what's this? Choked him out and ripped his head off. And Bendy basically lets us know, I know you're in there. And goes to drag the body away, and I can't get out yet. I have to wait. I have to wait for him to disappear. So he's basically drug into a wall and they disappear. But yeah, that happened in the movie, and again, that friend that worked in Hollywood told me about that, and it's made me think differently about that scene and even the movie. I do have Twilight Zone the movie, mind you. You know, I do have it. But it's made me think differently about it, and it kind of makes me feel weird about them releasing that into, you know, that at least that set of scenes into the movie, knowing what I know now. So it's time for us to ride in the Haunted Mansion! Spooky! Look at the Scooby-Doo eyes up on the side of the wall. This is literally what I think when I see of those. It's like the bad guys in Scooby-Doo watching over them. Yeah, and that's basically what happened, is I kind of feel uncomfortable about it. I still do plan on showing it to my wife, because I do think the last section of the movie with, I think it was it Leslie Nielsen and the Gremlin? No, John Lithgow. Oh, look, it's Boris. No, it's a Boris doll. It was John Lithgow and the Gremlin at the end of the movie. That was awesome. Hey, Sushi Sunshine! I figured out my problems as far as with the streams from streaming from console. It looks like I'm going to have to use the Elgato when I stream from a console from here on out. I don't necessarily like that, because Elgato makes it definitely difficult for you to be able to schedule things. Dude, I was having major tech issues, like major slowdown. Oh, and Steph too, Moo, Swifty, Sushi, and Steph. It's a party! As we are still in the Haunted Mansion. Doesn't that look kind of creepy? Like, this area does remind me of Disney's Haunted Mansion to a degree. And it's definitely something... I love Disney's Haunted Mansion. It's one of my favorite rides. Granted, I don't love rides that, like, scare the living daylights out of me. I prefer rides that have this great aesthetic to it. Oh, hi, Boris.
What has she done to you?
How you doing, buddy? You don't want to kill me, do you? Ah! Boss time! Okay, so... Okay. Tech issues suck butts. Glad to get them sorted out. Yeah, I'm glad I got them sorted out, too. I guess apparently the word butts is not well liked by YouTube, and I don't have the time to fix that. Yeah. Run! I don't know why the word butts, ow! Wasn't allowed, but apparently it's not. YouTube's just saying, no, that's not good. Yes, there's a man on the wing of the plane! Run. Okay, I got at least part of that done. Run. So I've got to turn that to a wrench. I just have to, like, run around for a moment. Thankfully, this debris is going to disappear. Go ahead and invite Eric Butts in here. I don't care. Like I said, that's you two. That wasn't me. Okay. Wrench. Wrench. Ah! Alright. I hit him. Ah! Run, 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 run. Nope, didn't get to do that in time. That's fine. Alright, Swifty. Well, I was glad to have you here. Glad to see you, you know, you got it. Eat. Eating is very important, especially before you stream. I made sure to have myself a nice lunch today. I had some chicken sausage. Hey, no, that's fine. By the way, I do want to make mention to something, and it's something that I feel I need to say. I've told Soy this, but, like, there are times I will hop into a stream, and I will even make the statement, hey, I've got to run. That doesn't, you know, it may be that I'm not necessarily in there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I have, okay, so we've hit the last part of this junction. He's going to start throwing cars at me. Hi. Okay. Okay, he's going to pick that up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Jump out of the way. Where is my wrench? Wrench. Pick up the wrench. Okay, you're going to throw that at me in a moment. I'm going to be running away from you as quickly as I can to avoid getting hit by that. Yes, grab yourself. Let me hit you again. And now Boris has died. By the way, this is a good chance to get websites. Well, not as long as I'm having issues with the computer. Because that is kind of my issue. Is I'm having to do this from Elgato at the moment. And Elgato does not allow webcam to be shown on it. It's just showing directly from the game. My computer is kind of weak, Sauce, at the moment. Oh, look, it's Alice. She tried to. Someone else stabbed her. Oh, who killed Alice? Why, hello there, Alice. And, Boris? So, Alice was evil. Don't you poor Alice. Alice was evil. And so Alice killed Alice. So I think this woman that we're seeing now is the other Alice, not the Susie Campbell that we saw earlier. By the way, that was Chapter 4. So Chapter 4 is in the books, in the bag, out of sight. And so we're hitting Chapter 5 now, and we might as well just finish Chapter 5. We might as well just finish Chapter 5 at this point, because, yeah, it's the last chapter of the game. Did you get a webcam? Do you think you could map to a CGI Anthem? Why is it holding all of your things for review, man? I don't know. I promise you I have not told YouTube to mess with you, okay? I want to point that out right now, okay? I don't know why it hid that. I think it'd be cool to have a little anthropomorphic cow figure and just have it move around. That would be kind of cool. I would need a much faster computer than the one that I've got right now. More tech difficulties? What's wrong? The stream looks fine on my end. Like, and I watched the stream on my iPad. I've got it set at a lower difficulty, but I'm not seeing more problems.
Everyone knows that song. Who are you?
Is there an issue on your end, Sushi, or something of that nature? Something that's happening? Had a few buffers. I thought you were talking about tech difficulties previously. Yeah, I was. The stream looks fine on my end, from what I can see. It's streaming at 3.25 megabits per second. And I think your buffers are gone now. I think I saw a buffer for a split second, but it disappeared real quick. And so we've got more story going on here. Alice, strangers, difficulties.
I used to work here.
And had a few buffer to Sushi, not but not too long. Now in 240 for some reason. It's gone now. I'm still on 7, and like I'm watching it on my iPad at 720, so I don't know why.
Go back and rest. We'll talk again later.
So, well, yeah, it is kind of bad to be stabbed. No one likes to be stabbed. I've never been stabbed myself, but I've had needles put in me. And so I'm assuming if needles are put in me, that, you know, if those hurt, stabbing is probably, you know, just as bad. Got my flu shot recently, and getting that flu shot was a nice thing. Hopefully I won't get the flu. But needles aren't fun. And if being stuck with a needle is not fun, I'm fairly certain that being stabbed isn't fun. Hi there, Henry. How you doing, buddy? You look like you don't like me.
Henry?
And I don't know what I did to make you so angry with me. Oh, thank you.
That's all we have.
Sounds legit, Themoo. Oh, hi Henry, how you doing, buddy? You mind if I get that Oh. Am I multi-streaming? No. Do I have 2 streams going at once or something? Or does it show that I'm multi-streaming?
I know you're watching.
If it shows that I'm multi-streaming, that's strange.
It's just a little creepy.
So, though this is much better doing it through my Elgato, I don't know why.
We all do. For some
Capture's not available, report.
It's the only way they can be heard. But you don't want to touch the ink for too long. It can claim you.
I have multi-streamed before.
That's how I met Tom.
When I do the race Tuesday, I'll be multi-streaming, but I haven't multi-streamed in a while.
Seems to respond to it.
Yeah, so yeah, this is much better. I'm streaming straight up through the Elgato and not through XSplit.
Show you something.
Thought Henry was someone on Twitch. No. Yeah, Henry is the guy that like knocked the soup down. He was the guy that was like real angry with me and stuff. Henry doesn't like me at all.
So I kept
And so apparently she's found a message or a screen finder that lets me see how to go through X-Chicken. Race Tuesday. Yeah, this upcoming Tuesday, your pal Soy and I.
I think they know how to get out of here.
Let's go ahead and pause here for a moment and let's notice the message. She will leave you for dead.
For a long time. Just leads me in
So,
think I meant to
yeah,
leave
guys.
this, Henry. But maybe you are.
Alice.
So, the race Tuesday, this Tuesday, Soy Bomb and I will be racing Monster Party. Yeah, it'll be, we're trying to make races, when I say a regular thing, I should say that we're, you know, every so often, you talking about the audio is jumping in and out? The reason why is because the audio is automatically reduced. Elgato automatically reduced. Hello, Anton. Good to see you again. The gaming audio automatically slows or quiets a bit whenever I start speaking, and when there's silence on my end, it comes back a little bit. So, hope you're having a great day. Yes, Anton, we are in Chapter 5. We will be finishing up the game shortly. No, the video, I'm not seeing any problem with the video. It might be your phone, sweetheart, or the signal that you've got at the moment. That may be what's going on. So the Ink Demon has found Alice and Henry, and she wants to let us out. And Henry says, no, we should leave him. And out of fear, Alice says, we have to go. And Henry says, goodbye. Yeah, it's Chapter 5, man. There's always hope. Take the spoon. So many questions. It's inside the vault. What is... Hold on. I've never seen this before. Oh, okay, it's just a name there. It's inside the vault. Okay, let's take the spoon like we were told. And it opens up a door. And, hey, E-Plays, how are you today? I do like Goofy look-alike. Yeah, he does look a bit like Goofy. Look inside. You'll need this. So we're looking inside of the turlet. Let's reach inside the toilet. I think it's the toilet. No, it's the lid. It's the lid. And we have a weapon again! Da-da-da-da! Weapon! And we can use this to break the boards. Yeah, it's ink is what it is. Anton, I still don't know Russian, man. I'm sorry, dude. If I could help you out there as far as but I don't know, and I don't have easy access to a translator. Yeah, Henry is a bit of a goofy look-alike. Yeah, everything you see. Hey, hello, Ink Spot. I haven't seen you in a while, man. It's been a while since we've seen the inky enemies. Hey, what graphic novels did you get? Did you get the Batgirl that you wanted? Soon, Bendy in the dark. Yes. Oh, crud. Okay, I'm going to sit here and wait just a moment, because I'm actually in no rush to go through here. But I've got to be careful of these ink guys will kill me. So which graphic novels did you get? Did you get the Batgirl one that you wanted? Did you find something else that fits your fancy? Maybe you got the Wolverine one that you looked at last time that you were there. I'm not sure. You had a few ideas in your mind, and, okay, we're running down to this side. You did find a Harley Quinn. Hey, that's good. That's good. You were telling me, how do I get in here? Give me a moment. Yeah, okay, yeah, I gotta finish letting that down that way. That's it. Give it Batman called Graveyard Shift Volume 6. Okay. Alright. I am not looking forward to this. Oh, I gotta turn that on. I've been a long time since I got a graphic novel or anything like maybe Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I gotcha. So, basically, we are... Huh? How does this work? I can't remember. There we go. I hold on to this and we move forward. That's it. They had a Batwoman, not the same. Just curious from you. Do you like Cuphead? Sushi, I've never been able to play Showdown Bandit on Steam. Oh. I've never played Cuphead. It is on my list of things to get. I have not gotten it as of yet. And we get to see the big baddie in this area in just a moment. Yeah, it's, I don't know if this is part of Bendy or not. But this is apparently part of Bendy. And so this is going to be our enemy for the next few moments. Until I'm able to get through this section. Batman was written by Scott Snyder. The Graveyard Shift, I'm trying to remember which one is the Graveyard Shift. Because I don't think we've got it. But I'll just have to check. Okay, so we have, little ink blots here. And I've got to continually move forward. I can't look behind me while I'm doing this, but I know I'm being chased by the Bendy Hand. And if the Bendy Hand gets too close, the Bendy Hand will murder us mercilessly. The only thing the cool thing is I'm tearing it out of the plastic. I got them both on bargain or clearance. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, was he behind me? I didn't see him anywhere. Huh. Oh well, we died. The only thing I know about Cuphead is that it's kind of shmuppish in nature. That it's decently... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I got to restart this all over from the beginning? Yeah. That it's decently hard from what I understand, and I think it was an IGN reviewer didn't know the basic gameplay mechanics and tried to give it a poor score because he couldn't or it may have been a he, it may have been a she, I don't know, one or the other, did not understand the basic gameplay mechanics, and that always rubbed me the wrong way. That someone doesn't know how to play the game, and so they try to say that it's not a good game, and I don't like that. I didn't think we had the Batman, but we'll keep the Plastic John just in case. Like I said, I don't know if we got it or not. I'm trying to remember which one is Graveyard Shift, but Scott Snyder does a good job of writing for the Batman series. Okay. Thwack. 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 Quickly run and turn this back on. So we'll do this. And you said that Harley Quinn was on clearance as well. So that's pretty cool. That the Harley Quinn was on clearance. That's pretty cool. Oh, crud! He is right behind me. Run! Move, Bendy! Run! Okay. I will see you in a little bit. Love you. Be safe. Have a good trip back. I'm not looking forward to what comes up after this, because the next part is the part that's aggravating. Thwack. 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 I'm sorry that my vocals right now. It's like, what are you, a thwop? Not what I'm meaning to do at the moment. I guess it's just kind of like everything, when things start going wrong, you start making all weird manners of noises. Because you're trying to get this stuff done, and we move forward. You know what's funny? Every time I played this in the past, I never once had a problem with this section. It's when I got to the end of this that everything went bad. When I got to the end of this, that everything has gone bad. Now that it's the curse of the... Has anyone ever heard of the curse of the Let's Play? Or am I the only one? And if you're not familiar with it, I can explain it real quick. Curse of the Let's Play is you're Let's Playing something or streaming something, and you start doing a whole lot worse at it than you did in the past, or when you weren't trying to pay attention to what was going on at the screen all at once. I currently have that. That's the only thing I can guess right now as to why this is happening. Is that curse coming through? But I'm hoping to make it through here, at least this section. I want to beat the game today if I can. That would be nice. You know what I mean? So, Sushi, you like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I used to watch them a lot when I was a kid. I actually have one of their games. And I've beaten one or two of the video games in the past. Like, the Super Nintendo game was actually decently fun. It was a platformer. Oh, I love my Power Rangers. They had a platformer for the Super Nintendo that was really fun, in my opinion. Just all... just the fun that you had playing through it, and the platforming. And I will admit, it seemed kind of simple if you knew what you were doing. There are certain enemies you could easily defeat, depending on which ranger you got. Like the Pink Ranger, I think the boss could be easily defeated by her if... Come on, move forward. Please tell me I'm at the end of this. I'm dying a whole lot faster than I would like to at this moment. And I don't want to keep getting to the point where it's like, alright, you're dead now. Come on, please, 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 please. End of this, end of this, end of this, end of the road, end of the area. We have made it past the Bendy Hand. I have the very first SNES games. I have the Game Boy game. I have the MMR Mega Drive games, and the movie on the Mega Drive. That's pretty cool. Come on, come on, come on. Oh! Okay. I have a few others. Oh, wow. You've got a bunch of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers games. You do really like them, which is cool. Oh, we made it to the Shanty Towns. Zeo versus the Machine Empire. This game was really released on Bandai Apple Pippin. Cool. Oh, we made it to the end. We made it. I don't have to do that section again. That's nice. Because that's my least favorite part of this game. And we make it here. And that piece breaks. Okie dokie. I have the fighting game for the Genesis. I'm not very good at it. Oh, it's him again. Hi, how you doing? Can you not try to kill me? That would be great. Ooh, run, Henry. I think I'm Henry. Maybe I'm Henry. I don't know who I am right now. Okay, and then we're gonna have to run from him a little bit. I hate having to do it this way, but I literally have no choice because of the way this is set up. I'll get back to you in just a moment. Sushi, I promise. Am I gonna be? Yeah, I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Let's not die. Let's not die. Let's get our energy back. Let the ink spots disappear. And we hit him a couple of times. We whack him. Let him do some damage to us. I mean, we have no choice but to take some hits while doing this. Yes! Okay. So we've beaten this guy. He's going to run here. We walk up to him. And oh no, he's going to kill us! I didn't say anything to you. I'm hoping to get the American Genesis versions. I understand. Ooh. Yeah, I used to have a ton of action figures from comic books. This guy's dead now, thankfully. Like a ton of comic books back in the day. Like superheroes and things of that nature. Loved having them. Why, thank you, friend. We're about to have to do some fighting now. We're going to have to fight a bunch of people. When I was a child, I used to have a whole bunch of... But I remember I gave them away to like Goodwill when I was in my early 20s. I kept them all in a box. The only action figure I have now is I have from the 1980s a wrestling figurine of Rowdy Roddy Piper. And if you don't know wrestling, that's fine. You don't have to. It's not a prerequisite to be on this, to subscribe to this channel. But Rowdy Roddy Piper was an amazing wrestler back in the 80s who is dead now, sadly enough. Oh, crap! But I still have that character. It is still mint in package, more or less. And it's a tried. If I had a prized possession, I would say it's a prized possession. The closest thing I have to having a prized possession. Ugh. We're dying again, aren't we? Oh. Nope. Okay. You're going to hear her scream, "Get away from me," about 100 times here in just a moment. Because this is the never-ending part of the game. Like, this is annoying to me how long this section lasts. The old Power Rangers figures were... Hold on. Yeah, we got the miners, so that lets me know we're done. We're doing the first wave of this. And so we do the second wave now. I'll have to look and see what you're saying, Sushi, in just a moment. I am sorry, man. I gotta concentrate on this. Because I am gonna have enemies just popping out of random places, trying to kill me. And it is important that I not redo this section multiple times. It's very important to me that I not redo this section multiple times. There we go. We had another get away from me. Again, we're going to hear that way too many times in the next few minutes.
We can do this.
But that's the way this goes. And we can do this. Yeah, we can. Hello. And done. So, yep, we got the miners again. So the miners, I think, let you know that you've done a wave or something of that nature. I think that's the purpose behind them, and then you do this again. And I think you do this like 5 times, which in my opinion is 5 times too many. But we're making it through this. Old Power Ranger figures are cool. They made newer Power Ranger figures based on the original that look better in terms of proportion, details. Yeah, I will say this about newer action figures. The newer action figures look a whole lot better than they did from when I was a child. But in a lot of instances, they don't look as cool. And they're usually more expensive. Like, my wife was thinking about getting an action figure of Ophelia from Pan's Labyrinth, because that's one of her favorite movies. Which one of mine, too. But, the figure cost $40. But it looked really good. Minor, ooh. Minor problem. Heh. And with that, we have beaten them. Okay, I missed my Power Ranger toys. The pink Automorphin Power Ranger from 19... Like, she had a big butt. I bet it was because of the fact that, the way they did it back then. Yeah, that's probably, very, very true. I wonder, is there anything in here? Can I look in here? Is there something to note? Nope. Excuse me. Out of my way. Get out. Get away from the entrance. Thank. No! Did I block myself in? Okay, good. I'm like, no. Go, big butt pink ranger. Go, big butt rangers. By the way, she said a moment ago we need to split up. Of course we're not going to stay together. We have to go through here now. To the administration building. Now, before we go to the administration building, we have to go to the film vault first. And we got to notice some things that are missing at the film vault. It's pipage. We have to fill in some pipes in order to get into the film vault, which is fun. And guess what? We don't have a weapon, so the game wants us to stealth our way through it. It's almost like Bulk instead of Kimberly. Well, that's a possibility. Oh, I remember Bulk and Skull. Now, here's an interesting thing, and I kind of wonder if you knew this. Did you know that the Black Ranger was actually was missing part of his hand? I think it was part of one of his hands. Okay, let me look and see. Okay, it's these guys. And again, it's intended that I stealth my way through this, but it's something I don't necessarily have to do. In fact, I generally don't do that. Whoop. Although you're seeing the reason why it's probably a good idea to do it. Ow. It's over here, isn't it? Yes, okay. Oh, he killed me anyway. I learned this from a video I watched a long time ago. I had no idea at the time. Neither did I. Dude was missing part of his hand and still fought. Trini, of course, is dead. Which I'm not happy as I say that. Like, she's dead. I don't mean it like that. I just mean that, the actress that played Trini passed away in a car accident. I think not long after. I don't think it was too long into the run of the show that she ended up passing away in a car accident. I could be wrong, but I do distinctly remember that being the case. That's this guy again. And this guy again. Crud. And this guy. Yeah, I think you're correct. It wasn't too long before the 9/11 attacks. She ended up passing away in a car accident and died. Billy, if I remember correctly, is dealt with a lot of issues on set because of the fact that he is, he's gay. He claimed, and I say claimed because I don't know what happened. Stated that he dealt with a lot of issues on set because of that, and that it was none too fun for him to play the role. I think his name was Yost. I think was his name, David Yost. And so they want you to stealth through this section. I have never been a fan of stealthing through here. So, yeah, running by these guys is about the best thing I can do right now. Where are they? Oh, hey, they're right behind me. But thankfully, the little miracle is here. I can jump into it and pop out. Yeah. So, a lot of interesting things about the original cast. I do know that the guy that played Tommy does MMA now, like mixed martial arts. The dude is a legit mixed martial arts expert and has fought MMA fights. If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong with any of the information that I give. I could definitely be wrong. Hey, look, Bendy's around here somewhere. Where you at, Bendy? I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. Shows how frightened I am of the fact that Bendy is nearby. The fact that I just ran out here. Yeah, and he just disappears. I didn't even look for him. The amazing thing is David Yost was one of the stayed with powers the longest since the first episode. Yeah, I mean, like I said, save Solution for being gay. I don't know what the guy endured. I hate the fact that people treated him that way. I didn't realize that he had been there longer than anyone else. That, like you said, that says a lot about his stick-to-itiveness, if you will. Hi. Goodbye. Crud. I'm about to meet another one. Yep. Dead. Austin John was last weekend. Whoa! Did not realize that. And I'm trying to remember which one Austin St. John was. Was Austin St. John the Red Ranger? Ah, Jason the Red Ranger. That's what I was thinking when you mentioned his name a moment ago. Like, I bet that was the Red Ranger. So it's like there's a bunch of interesting facts attached to these people. At least the first set. I know nothing about the later people. Like I said, as far back as my knowledge goes is like Tommy, and that's it. Ow. Let's try to stay alive now. Ha, 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 ha. Running away. Running away. Apparently it was not his real name. It was a stage name. I didn't know what his real name was. Huh. It's interesting. Learning new and interesting facts on the Moo Stream. If you like information about your favorite children's show, chances are one of us is bound to know something about it. Oh, he was also a paramedic. Now, that is cool. That is real cool right there. Paramedics, in my opinion, at least good paramedics, don't receive the credit that they should for the good work that they do. But I find that there's a lot of actors that that you know who have done jobs like that. I think it might have been, I don't know if she's still here. Yep, Mighty Morphin Power Paramedic. I think it might have been Steph, I don't know if she's still here now, that mentioned it some time ago, but brought up the subject of Are You Afraid of the Dark? And if it wasn't Steph, it was someone else in this stream, and so I don't know. Hi. Leave me alone. Don't kill me. Hopefully I won't run into another one. We'll find out if Steph is still here in a moment. Super Sentai. I don't know what Super Sentai is, so I can't respond yes or no. I died. I can only respond with I've never heard it before, and so... yeah, that's all I can really respond. Super Sentai. But while you tell me what Super Sentai is, I can tell you what I wanted to say about Are You Afraid of the Dark? There, in the television show, there's a character. He's the skinny guy with glasses. He's kind of tall. One of the older guys, skinny. I found out as far as some time ago, he actually works as a weatherman now. And so the tall, skinny guy with glasses in Are You Afraid of the Dark is now a Canadian weatherman, or at least he was at the time of the information that I saw that. And I thought that was really neat information that he was a weatherman. I just thought that was kind of neat information. I don't know what it is about weird facts like that, but I just like random facts and learning things of that nature. Okay, Super Sentai was what the television show was based after. Did not know anything about it. I did know that basically what happened is that there was footage from a Japanese television show that was taken as far as the fight scenes with the Power Rangers and made into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And if I remember correctly, wasn't like Rita Repulsa in the Japanese version, wasn't she like a Satan worshiper? Like a witch that worshipped Satan and things of that nature? And maybe I've got that wrong. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1 to 3 based on a Jew Ranger, Dai Ranger, and Kaku Ranger. Z would have been based on O Ranger, and from then on Power Rangers would be based on the Sentai from the previous year. Gotcha. Did not know that. Not in the least bit. But that's good information to know. Store that in the back of my head. Come on. Now, that should drain. Guys, we're literally at the end of the game. Yeah, Rita's Japanese counterpart soldier stole the devil because a dinosaur killed her son Kai and she wanted revenge. She wanted to wipe out the dinosaurs. Well. Okay.
Looks like whatever was here was taken.
Yeah,
How did you get down here?
and she waited a bit long as far as, like,
Look, I know where we
there were no dinosaurs. Well, I mean, technically, I guess there are dinosaurs on Earth by this time, but...
something that we need. I'm going after it.
Oh, and I like that as far as Alice Angel. There's a halo on her head. I have not used this any since that point. So I'm going to have to go through this door. For that, she was locked in a space dumpster and left on the moon, but eventually she would be freed from said space bump by curious spacemen. Okay, yeah, I remember that happening.
Some kind of counterbalance.
Counterbalance, or you could punch that in.
I guess.
That does work. So we are at the boss fight now. It's the final fight, guys. The final fight. It's me versus Bendy in a no-holds-barred cage match. Oh. The Jew Rangers were teenagers from Stone Age who were put into suspended animation and weren't free till 1992. Even by then, the 5 still looked like teenagers. Well, I guess that's part of the suspended animation. By the way, she says to be quiet. Doesn't matter what you do at this point. Oh, there's nothing interesting to him. That would have been kind of neat. He's going to basically go around the corner and disappear. I don't have time to be bothered. Death! Let's make our way to death. And there's nothing else here. Let's move forward, folks. As we get to see the ink machine. Yeah. I would love to... I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to live to be 117. Man, 35 is rough enough as it is for me. Like, I'm almost 36. I'm literally less than 5 years away from turning 40. Old man moo.
A drop of water in the ocean is rarely seen again.
And I guess it's all up to me.
Yeah, so this is where we drop Alice and Friend, and we never see them again. But we can hope for the best, because Alice is good. Alice is very good. I like this Alice. And I think she was the original voice actress. I didn't mean to, but I forgot. I accidentally skipped a scene. Jew Rangers pronounced Zoo Rangers, but pronounced Jew Ranger. Was originally released in the U.S. You can buy the DVD box set in Amazon. I might just do that. I forgot, but there were a few. Yeah, it's a good thought, Henry. They could have at least given me a weapon. There are certain things in the game that point out that that Henry is, or not Henry, that the Alice that was killed, the one that was stabbed, that made Steph so sad. Yeah, by the way, this is the ink machine at work. It's making a new Boris. I never noticed that until just now. But, yeah, here we go. I want to open this. That what happened is they realized that certain creature, or certain of the people in this game, there was a big problem concerning... the ink machine was to create lifelike versions of the characters from the cartoon, Bendy and the, Bendy. Well, they realized that what came out didn't really have life to it. That the thing that was missing is that it didn't have a soul. And so they ended up using the souls of various employees to try to create the characters from the show. And so the Alice that got killed, I think, was Susie Campbell, the one that had the bad attitude. And the Susie that we're seeing there is the Susie that we replaced her with. Oh! Hi, Bendy. Hi, buddy. How are you? Oh. Hi, friend. Oh. Hi! How you doing, buddy? Friend? Pal? Please don't kill me. And so we have been knocked through a hole in the wall. And so basically what I'm doing here is trying to hug the walls, and I'm about to be looking for some switches. And I have to hug the walls because if I don't, Bendy will legitimately kill me. Anything over there? Anything over there? Nope. There's a switch right there. Try not to hit me. Don't kill me. Okay, flip that switch. Good. Good. Switches. Switch. Okay, there's a switch there. Oh! Other Sentai release series were also released in the U.S. Unfortunately, they've still yet to refer to the U.K., but I've imported mine from the U.S. That's probably the best thing to do. It probably costs you an arm and a leg, though, doesn't it? Shipping from the U.K. to the U.S. That can't be cheap. Okay. Oh. That can't be cheap at all. Okay, that's down. Straight across. Quick enough to get flattened. Flattened like a pancake. And the game gets loud for a moment and gets quiet. I don't know how annoying that is to you guys. If it's very annoying, I am sorry. Funnily enough, when I got my copy, I didn't have to pay that much for shipping. That might be because it took a long time to get to the UK. Or maybe my dad paid for it all. Possibility. That's a possibility. Okay. We're getting close to being done with this game, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do after this. I did toss around playing something like Castlevania. Mostly because Castlevania's awesome. I don't know people who don't like Castlevania except those that are horrible, horrible people. Alright, so I think we have opened every door but one. There's still one more door we have to open to get to the next section. And I'm trying to figure out where I need to go from here. Run out of the way. Thank you for not killing me immediately, Bendy. That's greatly appreciated. Where is the next? I'm going to just politely step out of your way. Don't mind me. Yeah, Troopers 3, go! Virtual Reality Troopers 3, go, 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 go. I actually have a VR Troopers Game Gear game. It's a fighting game. So I'm not huge on fighting games, he says, knowing that full well he's going to be playing a fighting game potentially later on this evening with his wife, and potentially streaming it, because his wife has requested that they stream it. And, of course, I acquiesce to the better half in things such as that. Yeah, so I used to watch VR Troopers. I'm trying to remember the other one that I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. There's another one that I remember that they were like beetles. Big Bad Beetleborgs, I think is what it was called. And it had like a ghost in it who was very Jay Leno looking, as far as chin-wise. Okay. Okay. Yep, I gotta turn this. That sends the ink to flowing. That gets him kind of mad at me. But I think all I really need to do is... Hi. How you doing? No. No, you stay away from me. And break this. Good man. And now I need to run to the other one. And I die before he can do that to me. Good grief. Okay-ish. I think you need to be a VR Troopers fan to appreciate it. Maybe so. I didn't like Big Bad Beetleborgs, so I did personally find the show to be annoying to watch. The only thing I remember about the Big Bad Beetleborgs was the fact that, like I said, one of the characters... It was the guy that gave them their powers, reminded me way too much of Jay Leno, in the fact that he had a ginormo chin. Alright, so that one got broke. I'm going to die in just a second, aren't I? Because I'm taking too long to run. No. Died just then, though. Flabber. I think he was based on Jay Leno. Okay, so I'm not crazy for thinking that. I've died more here than I died in any of the other times that I played this game. Like, I ended up beating this section for my wife, and I didn't die once. Hey, cool. Cool beans. Destroy that one. Where'd you go? Hi. Hi! Hi. Break this for me. Break. He broke me instead. No! He didn't break me. He broke what I wanted. Now I head in this direction. Awesome. Okay. Apparently on the Jay Leno show, they were talking about Flabber, and they showed him a picture of him, and he was peeved off. I can kind of see why that would happen. I wouldn't necessarily blame him for that. So we've beaten the game, guys. We have beaten Bendy and the ink machine using the power of Elgato. Domo origato, Mr. Elgato. And so Bendy... Oh, he sees the end. And the end is too much for him. He is overpowered by the end. And basically, I think what this signifies is, like, every time you get to the end of a cartoon, it shows the end. So by showing this Bendy the end, it destroys him and you know, destroys his power, because he sees that now. And so yeah, like I said, that's what I'm taking out of this. I may be way off in what they were trying to accomplish with it, but when we come to, we find ourselves in an apartment with a really, really old-timey bed, with a stack of newspapers, and bills. Wally Franks, dear Mr. Drew, I have to say it was a big surprise getting a letter from you after all these years. I'm surprised you even remember me from back in the old days at the studio. I mostly just swept up the place. I'm doing good here in Florida. Lots of sun for me and the missus. Hope you're doing well, too. Sorry to hear about the studio closing down. You all made some great little cartoons there. They was good for some laughs. Okay, gotta wrap this up. The grandkids want to hit the beach, so I'm out of here. Frank's Handyman Service, Lauderdale, Florida. Filing for bankruptcy. Appointment with Dr. Hackerbush. Overdue electric bill, $3,000. Yeah, Steph has gone. A few buffers, but I think a few buffers is better than what we were getting. And so I'm just going to have to go with this for the moment. Let's see. Tom's going good. Yeah, Tom. That was the name of the dog. Tom. So here's some of the characters that we've met that Philippians 2:3. I find it interesting seeing that there are letters from characters in the show, or that we heard about in the cartoon. Here are some Bendy comic strips, and look, Bendy wins. Blah da 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 da. So this is kind of creepy looking when you think about it. Hopefully one day you'll get more powerful computer. Well, if you want one, yeah, I actually do want one, but at the moment it's money, and money will not be a thing. By the way, this is Joey Drew. This is the guy who invited us to the studio. And so he's like, I know you've got questions about what's happened just then. And so, again, the important question is, who are we, Henry?
I thought I knew who I was.
And I think Joey is realizing, yes, he is in a dressing gown. Kind of like a bathroom robe, I guess is more, yeah. And so Joey Drew, as far as my character Henry, grew up to have a good life. Joey Drew realizes what he did to hurt others.
The truth is, you were all
And he does show remorse in all the things that he had done.
me to do the right thing. You should have.
And so
Henry,
Look, man, I can't help all the decisions that you've made.
there's something I need to show you.
Now, I don't quite understand the end of this because
All right, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
we're back at the beginning of the game. So I am kind of curious about that. I'm probably going to do some lookup to see what I can figure out. But that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. We have beaten Bendy and the Ink Machine, and I'm going to let this keep going because of the fact that Lauren Singer as Alice and Allison, Alana Lenara as Susie Campbell. One of the things that I do want to... Yeah, I mean, to me, it's a really great game. I do want to show the end of this because there is a kind of a little cutscene-ish thing that you might want to see. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to be doing next week and the way I'm going to have to do it. I know Tuesday will be the race between myself and, as you were hanging out, are you? Yeah. I'm going to get a quick shower, and then I'm going to hop into a stream. I'm going to be quiet for a moment, though.
Tell me another one, Uncle Joey.
So I don't understand the end of this, but I'd really like to. You know, the whole, tell me another one, Uncle Joey. But at any rate, go Shower Rangers. Yeah, I do too. I think I got this game for $19.99, brand new. And so I've got to say, personally speaking, I think this game is amazing. I know it is kind of a slower, atmospheric horror type game. But I do think it's very, very well done. And I think it's something that that if you like this sort of game, well worth a play. And so next week, as far as what shall we play, well, we're going to keep with the horror theme. I've got a couple of games in mind that I would like to play. That I think would do a really good job of continuing the horror aspect of things. But I think I'm going to play kind of an older game for the next one, not something that's new. I'm going to play... I can't guarantee it at the moment, but I've tossed around playing like one of the Castlevania games. Because I got the Castlevania series. Anyway, the Castlevania thing that the PS4 was offering... they had knocked down the price to $10, and I went, yeah, but I'm going to get this. You know, $10, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. No. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know just yet, but anyway, what I'm going to say, I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to say thank you to Sushi Sunshine, to Swifty, to Steph, to Ren, to Anton, who was here earlier, as well as I also saw E-Plays. You were in here. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who was here. If I left you out, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to. But I do hope you all have a great day. And have a good day, everyone. I'm glad we got this to working. I'm going to need a faster computer sometime in the future. Anyway, have a great day. Bye, guys.